starting from the beginning. Um, in Guilty Gear and a lot of fighting games, being able to show you are capable of mix-ups is extremely important. If I was focused on just doing one string against my opponent to try to open them up, if I'm solely focused on doing a string like this to open them up, they'll eventually notice and they'll start blocking that. And then my entire game plan is ruined. That's why we need to have ways to mix people up. So instead of always tossing a high or always tossing a low, you swing it around. You switch them up. Sometimes you'll do a string that ends in a low to check people, and sometimes you'll do one that ends in a high. Being able to show that you have actual mix-up is the most fundamental part of offense in fighting games. I think it's more important than getting pressure. There's pressure involved in getting mix-ups, certainly, because a string has to lead up to this. If I do a dumb string, then I'm not going to get my mix-up like, oops, oh, my turn's over, I don't get my mix-up. But being able to get mix-ups and having your offense, getting your offense started is crucial to winning offense. It's crucial. Is crucial to winning a fighting game. All right, we're back on track. And so one of the things I'm going to talk about is something that I and a lot of other Coom players definitely struggle with, and that is showing your offense outside of just high and low in your string. So let us turn the bot. There we go. So with Coom, the most common thing you will see is knockdown, Oki, and then this situation. So I've knocked him down. The ball is on top of him. The really, really good thing about Coom Oki is that you can check multiple options each time you do Oki. A lot of characters may only get one mix-up, or they'll only be able to test one thing during their Oki. This isn't just like I'm saying mix-up options. Like Milia gets a lot of mix-up options out of Oki, but the duration of her Oki phase is pretty short. She tries to open you up very quickly, and she runs away with the game because you couldn't block 20 different highs and 12 different lows. You fucked up. With Coom, you can check multiple options because the duration of your Oki is variable. It is almost wholly dependent on how you as a player approach it. So some people will throw down their ball and go for a very aggressive mix-up like that, but other people will throw down their ball and then be really patient with how they use their attacks. This is one of the most important things about playing Coom, is knowing how variable your Oki actually is. It's something pretty unique to this game as well. It's not quite a pressure reset, because this entire time you are at the advantage. It's not like at a single time I have a disadvantage during my Oki. I am in control the entire time. So using this to your advantage is really important. As a Coom player, you can check for frame traps, and you can check for highs and lows within the same Oki sequence. If I knock Soul down here and block, I'm safe from reversals. If he chooses to reversal or mash, if he reversals, I'll block it and get my combo. If he chooses to mash, the ball will hit him, and I also get my combo. If they show you that they're not going to mash there, then I get a low right there, as I showed you, which is used to readjust them for the next mix-up. So I get, not only do I get to check for how they're mashing, I also get to check for a high or low mix-up. And you can check for 2 high and low mix-ups if your ball control is that good. But usually you're going to want to go for 1 and save that last ball hit for the confirm. So where this is great for offense. Coom has great offense in his Oki, but it's not without its flaws. Both the 5H and 6K are both pretty big commitments. They're not very fast moves. They both come out in like the mid-teens. I think this is 17 frames, and this is, don't quote me, 18, 19. They're not very fast mix-ups. However, the reward for both of them lead to a full combo when you've got your ball out and you're controlling it properly. The issues with it though are that if you're too close to them, if they're FDing well against Coom, which I'll definitely talk about in another video, if they're FDing well, they can push themselves into a place where your 5H will hit twice, and you do not want this because the first hit is a mid and it's a dead giveaway that the next will likely be a high. You can mix this up. There are ways you can mix this up. If I do 5H and then I do Grandpa Viper, that is a high into a low, but the reward is pretty bad. Coom players typically don't want that, but it can be a great way to seal out rounds. So when someone shows that they are confident in blocking your mix-ups, you need to start going for throws. And it's something that's definitely going to take time to get used to, because usually when you're in Coom Oki, this is the ideal spot for you. Like right here is where you want to be. Because if they mash something, the ball will hit them closer to you and you can easily confirm your 2Ps or 2Ks into a 2H and full combo. But you're not close enough to get reversal thrown. And this range will even beat some reversals. Like I think Jacko's 2D should whiff here. Some reversals will just miss, which is great. This is the range you want to be in. When you go for a throws, you are significantly increasing your risk because you are now this close to them. You are more likely to get hit by reversals from all characters. You also have to walk. You have to get your hands off the back lever. So this can be problematic. A lot of times when Cooms are sitting in Oki, you can hold back almost the whole time. You can hold back while you do your 2K. You can hold back while you do your 2S. You can hold back while you do your 5K. The only thing you can't hold back on is your 6K, but you can really quickly adjust that. So having to walk forward increases your risk a bit. But what makes Coom's throw in Oki such an important option is the reward you get off of it is much better than most characters can. For example, let's say I'm not in Oki right now. Let's say I was in neutral or I just have pressure going on my opponent and I'm like, okay, I want to try to mix them up. So Coom's usual we'll say the usual two options you'll go for would be a high or a low. You're not going to do a full charge unblockable in neutral. No one should let you do that. If you get away with that, that's you shouldn't feel happy about that. But let's say Soul here is crouching. And I know that he's been crouching a lot, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for an overhead. If I just tag him with a raw 5H, this is all I get. I can't even super. Oh my god. You don't get anything. If you tag him with a 6K, depending on how fast they're mashing, you can get a full combo off this if they do not mash fast enough. As soon as you have meter, though, both of these options become equal. Because as soon as I have 50 meter, that is a full combo. As soon as I have 50 meter, I can always make this a full combo, even if he's mashing at the highest speed. These options all become great. The issue with a lot of characters and throws is that throws are extremely prorated, and you're almost always going to have to spend meter to get a good reward off them. Let's see if I can actually pump out a combo. Let's just do 2 kicks. Oh, it's fine. Okay, I fucking suck, but let's get 2 red kicks. All right, 133 off a 2H starter. That actually isn't a good idea. Let me do it off a real starter. Okay, 120 off a 5H R-Seed starter. Let's get it off throw. Oh, I fucked up. 117. So that doesn't look like it's that bad. But of course, as you get the other 2 kicks in there, that number is going to go down much more. And again, you're tossing yourself in a bit more risk by approaching with a throw. So they're going to be more prorated. And the other thing I just mentioned is that you have to use meter to combo a throw. Otherwise, you can get that. You want that? Oh my god, 60 damage off throw. That's wonderful. That's great. Now, if you want to be maximizing your throws with most characters, you're going to have to spend meter. And even then, it's not as good as opening someone up with a high or low starter. Now, back to what makes Coom's Oki and throw so good is that you can get almost full combos with only using your Oki resource, only using your fireball, not using any meter. You can get very, very good combos. They're going to be prorated, but you're not going to spend any meter, and it's a very good option because people will have to start thinking about when the throw's coming. Let's see if I can get one. Okay, we're going to cheat it. Oh, I tried cheating it and I couldn't even do it. Ah, my gosh. One more. I can't do this. This is one of those things I've never practiced enough, by the way. Oh my god. But if you're seeing what I'm trying to go for, I'm trying to get him from a throw, and you have fireball down. You can get kick loops off of this. They're going to be prorated, but you're going to get kick loops, and you're going to get your knockdown. It's going to be great. You're not going to have to spend any resources on it. This is why fitting in a throw in your Coom mix-up is really, really, really important. I definitely struggle a lot with it because a lot of times I don't want to rationalize the risk here. I'm just going to try to intimidate them and then frame trap them. This is what I'll do a lot. I just want to try to scare them. But the moment you show them you can throw, you open up your offense to a whole new world of possibilities. You can start beating a lot better players because people are going to have to worry about when that throw is coming. That throw is going to lead to a lot of damage. It's really going to mess them up, and you're going to have almost no resources lost because of it. So, let me go back to if you're playing with just highs and lows. I'm actually going to pause real quick, see if you guys said anything. Hey bro, it's Dimitri, gonna buy a new guilty here. Oh, hell yeah, man. Please do. That's gonna be fun. Sorry, I've been really busy. I'll message you later though. Hell yeah, let's play that. Okay, back to this real quick. If I'm a player who only has a high-low mix-up, if my only mix-up is bump, 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 and bump, 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 oh man. If that is my only two mix-ups, the low and the high, someone can probably get really good at guessing that. If they know the timings, they can definitely fuzzy it. So those are two ways they can just beat you out on that. But probably one of the most important is that they can challenge you with very basic options from the system. They can dead angle. They can backdash. They can mash a DP. These are all options that'll beat your very simple offense. And even though on paper it's a good offense because, oh man, they got to guess between this high and a low, and if they mess up, I get the full combo. Even though that is how it looks on paper, in reality, it is not that threatening overall. Especially with Coom's mix-up. Coom's mix-up is not incredibly scary. It's not something that hits you very fast. It hits you over time, usually. I mean, again, I can do a knockdown. If I do a knockdown, this is a great one. One hit, and then you space yourself so you can get a single overhead. That's a great mix-up, because people aren't usually ready for that. But if you're just dealing with high and low mix-ups, there's going to be a point where your opponent will be totally comfortable just blocking. And you don't want that, because your turn is going to give up. So what you need to be able to do is show them, yeah, I can throw you. Yeah, I can get a full combo off my throw. That is the next step to leveling up your offense, is thinking, okay, if they're fine with blocking this, I need to be able to show them I can do this. And just weaving in a single throw in a game. I'd say doing it early in the set is usually amazing because it'll really spook them. They're like, oh my god, this guy went for a throw when he had that mix-up. What? Being able to do that is incredibly important, not only for you playing Coom, but also just in general. In playing fighting games, a single low-high mix-up can only get you so far. You need to be able to show people that you have more options than that. That is what I originally set out to do in this video, was talk about the importance of showing your options. Show people what you can do. And so I wanted to split this into two parts. This one was going to be about showing offense, and another one is going to be about showing what you can do on defense. Because both of those are extremely important in pretty much every fighting game. In Guilty Gear, I think they're both great to talk about because both of them have very good options. You have very good options on offense. You have very good options on defense. It never feels like it is a totally losing battle, no matter what side you are on, and no matter who you're trying to open up. So I wanted to set out to try to do that. So basically, to wrap things up, what I was trying to get at here is, if you're playing Coom, low and high mix-up are really good. It will get you far. However, if you want to be able to beat your tougher opponents, if you want to be able to challenge people better in long sets, you're going to need to show people you have the capability to throw them. Because Coom really needs that throw. You need that throw to be more threatening. For one thing, you have a great reward off the throw. For another thing, your buttons that you use to OS throw are both great. 6K and close slash are both incredibly good buttons for your throw OS. And also, it looks hella cool. If you see, I can't even land that combo. I suck at Coom, but you land that throw combo. Oh, you land that. People are gonna be like, "Damn, I cannot believe he just comboed me off that." And again, I suck at that. I believe you can get red kicks off that. The timing is extremely tight. Go ask the Coom Discord, because I am not an expert on that combo. I just do my stupid high-low, and people get hit. I do Grandpa Viper full screen, people get hit. I don't know. It works, and I'm not super happy, but it works. So, that is about all I've got to say for today. I'll show here. For the last part, I will do some samples of what your throw strings could look like. Again, Coom offense is incredibly good. You'll have so many options on offense when you toss someone down. So I will show some that you can do with a throw. So let us get this dummy back to here. I'll show first, let's do, this blocks everything, here we go. Let's try to do this one first. Let's try to get a very standard string. We throw them, oki, low overhead. Let's see if we can even get this right. Oh my god, did he actually still block everything? What? Oh, I have block switching enabled. Okay, well, that was pretty legit. He was just far enough for my one hit overhead, and after that the ball would have confirmed the final hit for a full combo. Yes, that's great. But let's say, we imagine that he didn't block that. So if he does block that, what are areas where we can change around what happens? I think the two that immediately come to mind is, what if we do not do this and we throw? And the next one is, what if we do this, but instead of doing this, we throw? That gives you two places to toss in a throw, and what would be a very simple canned mix-up. So let's try that. Throw that, ball hit, throw. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, you can also get air combo after that, which is also very simple. It would just be this. I cheated and did the RC, but that's a very simple way you can confirm the throw. And it'll get you okay damage. It gets you good damage. Doesn't get you too much meter, but it gets you good damage. For something off of a throw in a combo, that's great. So there was the first we did. Instead of doing this, we did not do a low, and we just threw. It was empty throw. Next one, we will just do the low. And okay, my ball control sucked, as you can see. My ball control sucks. Let's do two lows here to push him back towards the ball and then throw. Oh my god, I suck. One more time, come on. Alright, I saw right there, well, I got two ball hits there. That was entirely my bad, but that is the purpose of that. You use the ball's momentum to push him back. And so if they were expecting a high or low, you instead hit him with a throw. Last one I'll talk about, this one, a Japanese player named Taro. He does this a lot, and I absolutely love watching this. This is like my favorite thing I like watching people do with Coom. Is after the throw, he'll set down the fireball, do one readjust, and then run. He'll do a fucking micro run up to them. This is not only really fucking intimidating, it is pretty risky if you're not prepared to FT break it, but at the same time, your options are definitely a lot scarier if you show that you're willing to Run. Oh, yes. One kick, I'll take it. It's a fucking blue kick into a knockdown, but I'll take it because it looked sick. So those are some very basic thoughts on where you can mix up your pressure and toss-in throws. Again, there's lots of ways you can do this. Just empty throw or throw after first hit, or if you're really crazy, throw after second hit. Use your very last ball throw to get in the air for the air combo. You know that. But that is where we'll wrap up. I hope that was helpful. That was pretty fun to make. Yeah, I'm going to be playing a bit more Guilty Gear while I am still around in Arizona. So, let's get some games in. All right. Thank you and goodbye.